What is up, squad? It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tennessee's in the building now, joining the conversation live with Coach Ro, a special guest, MJ Lover 23, also known as
Best I love.
You know what I mean? Let's get it. We back. We missed you too for the last 45 seconds. What up, y'all? We went into another. Hey, man, we trying to, killing the game. Keep them coming. Like, subscribe, share. Y'all know what it is. Coach Ro. What's up? What's up, big dog?
I mean, I see some movement in the WNBA.
You see some moving. You see some moving. What you see?
I think that both Vegas and the Sparks came off pretty well in a nice trade. Ooh-wee.
I don't hear you at this time, MJ, but I do hear your keyboard. I hear you typing. Say something.
The spacing that Jewel Lloyd is going to have on the floor now. Oh, my. That's going to be nasty. Like, no more double, triple teams on Jewel Lloyd because you have to check the best player in the WNBA. Free shot. Huh?
So what you seeing? MJ, I hear you too. What you seeing now?
I'm seeing a repeat from a year before with my beloved Liberty playing against the Aces. I'm calling that shot right now. Right now. That's a 1, 2, 3 type of punch right there. I mean, and now let me tell you something. I am extremely happy for Rikia because now you have Plum. Again, another situation where you can shoot that midi, you can ISO, they can't double you anymore when you have your defender on the island. You got that triple threat stance where you can take him to the right, take him to the left, or just back him down. They can't bring that second defender no more with Plum waiting on the wings to shoot that 3 ball. So now I'm going to tell you a sleeper here. I know y'all going to say, here you go. Don't sleep on, what's her name? Lee Euro? Going to the Storm.
I'm snoring. Let's go. What you going to tell me about her?
I think that what's funny is I've always said, because, Seattle was my second best team, my second team in the dub. They never had a person that was big, but Lee can shoot that boy too. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Wait, Coach Ro. Coach Ro, okay, hold on. So being the resident Seattle Storm resident and fan over here, you said the Seattle Storm never had a big that could shoot?
No. I said I've always said they needed a big when they just had this last team. They didn't have any size. Now it's kind of like, you give up your best scorer, but
we talked about that at the beginning of the season. You knew. I told you straight out. I was terrified of the lack of height that we had. So
Yep. So I mean, the question is, what are the Storm going to do? Because I'm hearing all types of things that they're not done. So
yeah, I know.
I don't know what they're going to look like.
The MO for the Storm has always been, I mean, unless you're an outstanding rookie, which a second round pick is not going to be most of the time, that pick is probably going to go on either a foreign player or it's going to go into a trade for somebody that's a veteran. Hopefully it's a big person, but it's probably a big that's not going to do much but help, tighten up the defense. That's the only thing that I can think of. I mean, Lauren Jackson isn't walking through that door, right? So I mean, I don't know what else. I don't know what the Storm can get unless you trade away pieces to get it. I don't even know. I got to look at their salary cap. I haven't even looked at their salary cap as of late, but it should be open now that the Gold Mama's gone. So.
Yeah, well, it was again. Remember, it was an experiment that failed. You had 3 veteran players, and it had to work. 1 or 2 years, they actually busted it up sooner than I thought they would. So it's like, what do you do now? You gonna keep the 2 vets on the team like that? or are you gonna see what you can get for him and start all over again? That's what I would do.
Nah, we're not really start all over. I mean,
so let me ask a question here. Let me ask a question here. You sit up here talking about Lee Yuru. It's gonna be the big that can help y'all now, right?
Nah.
What about Ezzy? Ezzy was in talks with Defensive Player of the Year last year, wasn't she? So now Ezzy ain't big enough. Ezzy, well, I mean, tell me about Ezzy.
No, I think I was always saying that Seattle needed more size. They didn't have enough size. But now, like I said, I really don't know. I recant that because I don't know how they're going to look. Who's going to be there?
Coach Ro, tell me about your favorite Lee Yuru moment. She been in the league 4 years. Tell me your favorite Lee Yuru moment.
I like the way she shoot the ball.
Here you go.
Tell me about your favorite moment. Tell me about your moment, though. Tell me.
When she shoot threes. Seriously. Remember that? No, seriously, we was watching.
And tell the truth. Because if I pull up the live, your favorite Lee Yuru moment was the way she backed up out of that fight when Ricky and BG got into it. That's the only time I ever heard you talk about Lee Yuru. And true. You know it. So now, come on, tell the truth.
Hold on now. I said that they didn't look as bad getting somebody with size. That's all I'm saying. Now, I don't know. We really don't know. I think Seattle going to have a fire sale. I think they're going to get rid of all their vets. I think they're all gone.
Okay, yeah, talk to me.
They're gone. I think my Skyler's about to be gone.
Really? I mean, they got about. Well, no, Skyler not going anywhere just because. I mean,
Mondo, when you come back in, we'll unmute you. You probably were not muted during the live stream, interrupting the people watching TV and the. Yeah, it was you. We'll fix it when you come back.
Yeah, Mondo, it was you.
It's always you. It's always you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That was MJ making the point about Seattle.
Yeah, tell me.
Oh yeah. They're just under $1 million under the cap, so they got plenty of people to go get somebody. It doesn't make sense to let your vets go. I mean, they're the ones that actually had facilitated the trade. So you can't let them go now, especially. I mean, let's be honest. Like, at least 3 of them played well.
But MJ, and I mean this, and I'm not being funny.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to be there based off all of the drama and stuff that happened? Like, who wants to be there at this point?
Well,
I mean, I'm serious. Like, who wants to be there?
You got to think about it this way, though.
In Rose game, is this old?
No, I get it, but in the W, you have a lot of strong-willed players, right? And even in situations,
no, it's a live game now.
Okay, thank you.
Where it's volatile, players, as long as they can identify with the people that they say are the issue, they'll come to Seattle. Seattle has a pedigree, and they know that they treat their players well. I mean, some of the people that want to be there, but you have never heard of anybody saying the Seattle Storm has not given them the most amenities, options, opportunities, outside of the W to actually flourish. They really take care of their players up there that actually want to do something other than basketball. So that's why you're always going to get somebody to come to Seattle. The only problem is that people don't like the rain. It rains constantly all the time. Like, and even in the summer, you have. I mean, there's times where it's just gloomy, right? I mean, that's the one drawback about Seattle is the weather. You never know when it's going to be raining, snowing, or thunderstorming and stuff like that. But other than that, Seattle's probably up in the top 5, if not top 10 in the league, and places that athletes can go and flourish.
I think that they're gonna bust it up, bro. We're gonna see. I mean, I hope my Skyler stays. I like her in Seattle, but we're gonna see.
Well, she's the leader of the team now.
Right.
Why would they get rid of her? Now she knows she. I mean, well, I don't know her contract.
And she's reminding us.
I had to look at her contract.
And it's unrivaled how
what it is.
Like, hey.
I mean, they got the money to do it.
Yeah. Jump in this chat real quick. What's up, Lou A? She said Rose Road coming in hot. Must have been when I was talking about the Aces. Sure.
So she is.
Hey, Miss D, you on mute us. Hey, Miss D.
Nika is not protected. Gabby's protected. So Gabby, Skylar, and Ezzy are definitely coming back. And everybody else, Leroux, we'll probably keep her because she's a big. We need her. We need her. So we'll probably keep her. It's a qualifying offer to give her, which will make her cheap. So we'll still have about $900,000 in salary cap.
Y'all keeping this cheap big for what?
Why not? She got height. You can't teach height.
What is she gonna do?
But
it's levels to 6'7".
And she got 6 fouls, don't she?
I don't know. she shies away from confrontation, so I'm not sure. Okay, I don't know. I mean, to me, you know what? To me, y'all just got more clunkier. Like it was like, you know what we did now? We got rid of Jewel and we added Lead.
But that's why I say they're not done yet. I think they're cleaning house. Just my thoughts. I think they're gonna clean. That's my thoughts.
Okay, I'm waiting on the fire sale.
I think they're gonna fire it up. And you said Nika is unprotected.
Is Nika even available to play this year?
I don't know.
Yeah,
she is.
Nah, she won't. She just tore her ACL. She ain't playing next year.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
Nika won't be playing next year. No.
Oh, wait a minute. So why would Skylar stay? There's nobody there.
Skylar is there.
It's her team.
Orson is there.
You said there's nobody there.
Not NECA. There's a NECA Agumake on your team.
Oh, okay.
Agumake on your team, and then there is a Nika Mule on your team from UConn. We're talking about Nika. We're talking about Nika right now.
And regardless of that, though, Skylar's there. That's all that needs to be there for her.
Well, the Sparks gonna look nice if they. Now I'm hearing rumors about Hambry.
Sparks look pretty good,
but I think the rumors about Hambry had to do with this trade, and she wasn't a part of it.
What's the rumor you're hearing about Hambry?
The rumor I heard about it was Hambry and somebody else. I was shocked. They said Hambry going back to the Aces. I said she's not going back to the Aces. What? Why would the Aces re-sign her? That don't make no sense.
The only way they would re-sign her is if they get rid of the coach and GM.
Not my motherfucking favorite op, the one and only. What up, Coach? Yeah, there he is, the op himself. I know that's Darnell Big Wrench.
What up, Darnell? Miss D.
Coach, maybe on your neck, Coach. Maybe
on your neck. Maybe on me. But I mean, this is gonna be this. I'm excited to see the Sparks. I can't wait to see them play.
So the Sparks. This is what their roster looks like. Hamby's protected. Stevens is protected. Lexi is protected. Plum is protected. McDonald's qualifying offer available. Zaya Cook, Rakia Jackson, Brink. Julie Alaman not protected. Ray Burrell not protected. So we know half of those people are coming back.
Do we have any updates on Brink? Is she anywhere near coming back to play? I see a lot of commercials.
I heard something about Brink was playing in July.
Okay.
She'll be ready for the W.
So Brink comes back.
She'll be ready for the W.
I don't know that she's back in May at the start. I think she's back in July.
I think what we see is the emergence of Rakia Jackson. That's what I think we see.
In this new offense that this new coach gonna run?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think she's the leader. She's gonna be a leader of this team. I think Kelsey Plum is one of the best veterans you could put on around her. You know, show her how to play the game a little bit. You know, but
Kelsey don't play no defense though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true.
They may have to outscore some people for a while.
That's true. They definitely gonna score. They're gonna score a lot of points. They're gonna score a lot of points, but man,
only defender they have on the team that I can see is Brink and Zaya, and they don't play Zaya enough.
Brink ain't Stevens there?
Stevens is there too. Yep.
Brink is the key though. If Brink come back healthy, 100%, we finally get to see. You know, she started off doing big things in a few limited times she played.
So what's your starting lineup? It's Plum, it's Brink, it's Jackson, it's Stevens, and it's Hamby. That's a nice starting lineup.
That ain't winning shit.
That's a nice starting lineup, though.
It ain't winning shit.
It'll win the scoring title.
Oh, well, that ain't what we playing for. Will the Aces win it all with the trade? Not if they stay as constructed right now.
They're missing players.
The problem with the trade is this: we got Jewel. Okay, so Jewel starts where Kelsey was. Does that fix our problem? Do we have a backup point guard yet for when Chelsea has to go sit down? No, we just added Jewel. How much defense Jewel play?
Nah.
So Jackie Young is in the same position she was in last year if we keep the team as constructed. She's going to have to score, she's going to have to guard her man, and she's going to have to cover up defensive deficiencies when they're all on the floor together. So we'll see. Is Kitley healthy to stand back there with Asia at the beginning of the season? Or is she starting back there with Stokes or Gustafsson or something back there? Let me know. Because the other thing that we didn't get, and when I told y'all to core Kelsey and trade her, y'all was like, no, Cess, core Kelsey for what? She's an ace. No, she not. I told y'all. And when we traded her, we should have got something more than a one for one, basically. We didn't get nothing to put on our bench, and we don't got shit off our bench that nobody want. Tell me who lining up to get Megan. Tell me who lining up to get Stokes. Tell me who lining up to get these players and what they giving us for them.
That's a good point.
So as constructed right now, we cannot win. But Becky set her ass at the microphone. Remember, they won. They talked their shit. We talked our shit. Next year, Las Vegas gonna look different. Look different then. That's what I'm waiting on. And if Jewel was the only different look, Asia should be on the phone trying to be somewhere else. If that's it, no, we did not. We did not get better. Not enough to go back and compete with a New York that's gonna be bringing back everything that they had, plus maybe a Johannes. So no.
I have a question.
So
yeah, what you got?
Go ahead, MJ.
So when I think somebody concurred with me on the panel before the season started, we all knew that when Candace Parker decided not to come back, it wasn't just one player that they needed to get; it was two. And they didn't. They might have got one player. It wasn't even okay. Relatively speaking, don't jump down my throat with this chat. I'm just saying this. Relatively speaking, they didn't get two players. They got a half a player to replace Candace Parker. You needed two players to replace her. You needed somebody on offense to replace her offense. You needed somebody on defense to replace the defense that she had. And they only got a half a player out of the deal, and everybody was wondering what was wrong with the Aces. I knew what was wrong with the Aces. I knew it. And the other part of it is, and you know, like I said, I'm trying to be respectful, but I'm just telling you what we all saw, not just what I saw. We all saw this. Jackie O is not getting any younger. She's not. Right? Chelsea Gray. We know what she went through. Like, and I've never wished anything bad on any one of those players at all. I'm just telling you what I've seen. We know Gray had a hitch in her giddy up. She looked really good now in Unrivaled. She looked like a spry young lamb just hopping around. I mean, she definitely.
But she's playing 7 minutes on a court that's 20 feet shorter.
I hear you. I mean, you making my point. You're making my point, right? I mean, we can't. That's the thing. So if you're okay, you get one of your top players retire, even though she didn't play that much. She was still good for advice, player coach on the bench, letting people know outside of the head coach, and keeping the team stable, right? Asia's basically getting mobbed almost every single game. You got Jackie O that's in and out of the lineup. Gray's in and out of the lineup. You had Plum that was, I mean, off and on offense, and you couldn't get a whole lot of defense from her at all. So she was a liability. Now, at Aces, I mean, let's be honest. Getting to the second round was a blessing. I mean, we didn't really think they were going to make it to the finals to face the New York Liberty, were we?
Oh yeah, I did. I did. I meant that from the beginning. Yeah, I meant it from the beginning.
It's us and MJ, and again, as Aces fans, and I mean this seriously. Who needs to come to the Aces for them to be contenders? Who needs to come there?
Yeah, it depends on who's available.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if it was perfect scenario, like if you say
2 players.
No, because I know you.
I mean, we talked about. No, we talked about this before. We said Atina Charles helps them. We said Elena Deladon, if she's healthy and still playing, she helps them. Okay. What helps them is somebody that allows Asia to go to the bench and not have the defense and the scoring fall apart. The offense gets too stagnant when Asia goes to the floor. Asia's pacing herself in the first quarter, not working as hard as she can on defense because she knows she's got to take a deep breath, pull up her big girl panties, and play the entire second half for us to be in contingency. Now, if we hadn't went to the Olympics last year and expelled that energy winning the gold medal, we may have looked different at the end of the season. I'm not making excuses. New York and Minnesota showed up and did everything that they were supposed to do to be able to get to the finals. We didn't. When it was time to close the show, we couldn't fucking close the show. Too many times we lost at home last year. Home wasn't even a scary place. Yeah. So we can't win at home and we 50-50 on the road. We got to be able to make some significant points when people are out there. Right. After Asia, it was nothing. Gustafsson, she only play in Paris with her fancy ass. See what I'm saying? So, and then Kia Stokes, the time to have bigs that only rebound and rim protect is over. I need a big that's gonna be able to give 10 and 5 standing next to Asia, and then I need a scoring big that's gonna be able to come off the floor. So now I'm hearing about BG. It sounds great. On paper, it probably looks great, but the eye test is like, what the fuck? Who? How? Where is she going? She is barely mobile in 303 right now.
Yeah, I heard about that woman at the first.
And then the thing about it is, I don't know if it's her want to or can't. We've been going back and forth about this, but on the rebound, she like, if it come right here, but like I'm not finna go over there and get it. So does that help? Mm-hmm. And then the other thing is that the standard? Because see, the other thing about winning programs and winning organizations, I'm not gonna just let you be here to be here. Mm. So if you're not gonna come in and work your ass off like the rest of us is working, then I don't know that I need you here, and I don't know that I need that energy in my locker room with a young Elizabeth Kitley in there. So how are you showing up? And then Hamby, you want to come back sometimes you, sometimes me. No, it's time to get the kids taken care of. See, public school ain't all it was cracked up to be, was it? Trying to get them back in that same school they was at before. See, I'm paying attention. So, let's have a real conversation about some real stuff.
So do you think that there's a lot of stock in Kitley though?
I don't know. It was a lot of stock in Kitley before she got hurt. Right, but now who are you since you got hurt?
Because she could be that player.
Tell me about the picture you seen of Kitley getting back in shape.
Oh no.
Tell me about the announcement that was like, shit, Kitley looking good. Woo, Kitley. I didn't see Cam just tick-tocking. ACL look good. You hear me?
But if she's 100%, she could potentially be that player that could give her some burn. I mean, give her some rest. She could.
Okay, here's the thing. There were 3 to 4 rookies that came in last year. I say 4 that came in and contributed right away. Mm-hmm. Is Kitley that type of rookie? Was she that special?
You don't know. I mean,
coming out of college, eye test. Did you have her like, oh yeah, she's starting when she get there?
No. Coming out of college, it was like she'd be a very good 7th, 8th person. I think we almost said that on the show, the draft show.
And so then coming off an injury, is that the pressure that you want on her trying to learn the standard of the organization and how to play next to Asia and all of that? And then everybody keeps talking about Las Vegas got this 13th pick. Tell me about the 13th pick that made a difference in the dub. I'll wait.
Yeah, nobody care about no 13th pick. But okay, the BG thing is pretty intriguing. I think that if BG were to come there, I think it would be one of those where she's coming off the bench, like to be.
But coming off of the bench to what? For us to slow it down and dump it into her?
Yeah. This ain't unrivaled. She killed another rival the other day.
Yeah, but then the next day it was like, yeah, no, I'm straight.
Right.
Y'all got
right.
this one. So and I don't need that standing next to the best player in the world. Las Vegas is home of the best player in the world. You put the best that you can around the best player in the world.
You know who would be, and I know this is the what if for my Marvel fans. You know who would be, I think, the perfect player for them? Ryan Howard. That would be very hard to deal with those two next to each other. That would be
Why?
tough.
Because she was so hard to deal with last year?
I'm talking about based off of the flashes I seen where she was at, what she did when she was like playing at her best. She got a nice skill set to complement a very good player. I think.
Here's the thing. I don't have time for people that play in flashes. Asia works her ass off. I don't have time for people that play in flashes. Remember, I told you. Remember, I told you that I would get Ryan Howard off the dream team, and I feel like that's Alicia Gray team. So I told you,
but
I'm
wait a
not
minute.
impressed.
You said a Ryan Howard wouldn't compliment her? Compliment?
No, because she's too inconsistent. What Ryan are you gonna get?
See, I guess maybe my thoughts on that are when you have a great player, you can't help but elevate your game. They're going to elevate your game.
Okay,
That's
Kia Stokes, Megan Gustafson. Tell me about.
Hold on, Cess. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Ryan's better than them.
Bullshit. Tell me. No. What he said was being next to a great player makes you level up your game. Did they level up their game?
Yeah, but I'm saying,
are they next to a great player?
Could they though?
Ryan's better than both of them though.
Obviously, hell yeah,
if you can or you can't.
Hell yeah, Megan Gustafson. She went out, and did she?
Ryan could. The other two you mentioned,
Ryan Howard is too inconsistent for me. I'm not a believer.
That's
in Ryan
because
Howard.
she playing on a team that's inconsistent. That's why.
Like I said, I would put her. I would rather see her off the team and Tina Charles back there and another player there with Alicia Gray in them. I'm not sold on Ryan Howard. I don't know if Tanisha Wright was the problem, if the offense they was running was the problem, if she just don't want to be in Atlanta anymore. But no, I'm not sold. I'm not sold on Ryan. And Mondo is saying Ryan's not a big. So again, who's coming to be a big? Who's coming to spell Asia? And who's the big standing next to her? That's their problems. They run three guards, Asia and a big.
Yeah.
And they have to, because you know why they do that. So there's not a whole lot of bigs that could spell Asia in the league, period. There's not.
Well, it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm interested
you need a big next to Asia. That's what I'm talking about. Asia's gonna be Asia.
Like who?
So you gonna I just told y'all, Deladon, if she's healthy, I would take I told y'all I would take Tina Charles. I just told you I would take her. Like there are bigs out there. I probably would take fucking Natasha Howard before I take some of these people y'all talking about.
The first two that you mentioned, one is always hurt. We know that. The other one is
old. Who?
Deladon. She always hurt. She's always hurt.
What I said was, if she's healthy, I'll take her back. Tina Charles was old last year and was busting ass. So tell me why she ain't gonna bust ass this year.
See, because she's another year older.
I bet you Tina Charles would be more effective than Brittany Griner.
I don't disagree with that. Not at all. I think BG. I think the league has passed BG by. I think it's time for her to. I'm the last person to tell somebody to retire.
When y'all bring Ryan Howard to the Aces, what's the lineup?
Oh, well, let's since we're in the Wayback Machine. So Asia Ryan, Jewel Lloyd, Jackie Young, and then either it's most likely would be Stokes in its current. So
then Chelsea goes to the bench.
Kelsey who?
Chelsea Gray, the point guard.
Oh, Gray. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not mention her? Oh,
no, you didn't mention her.
Well, she'll start, but she ain't gonna play the same minute.
You said Jewel, Jackie. You said Jewel, Jackie, Ryan,
right?
Asia, and the big and Stokes.
So Gray will start, but she won't play the minutes that she usually plays. So that means.
So who starts?
Well, okay. So Gray,
Lloyd.
Yeah. Gray, Lloyd, Jackie Young, Asia, and Stokes.
So you putting Ryan? So Ryan's coming off the bench.
Most likely, yeah.
Oh, okay. If you wanted to be a role player, fine. She can't come start. She can't come
Well,
start.
it's not even being a role player. She can definitely be a 6 person and still play starter minutes.
So you would have Ryan come off the bench before Tiff Hayes come off the bench.
I mean, are you gonna bench Jackie Young?
I wasn't bringing Ryan Howard, so this was your pickup. This why I'm asking you. I didn't invite her to the team. So I have no idea.
That's your pick. I didn't pick her.
Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't want her.
I'm telling you, Ryan, that's the whole thing, man. You got to bring those type of players over to good teams because they do elevate their game. I mean, the fact that you can bring in Andrew Wiggins and he plays out of his mind and the Warriors win a championship. I'm not saying she's Andrew Wiggins because Wiggins actually played some really good defense that year. I'm telling you that I believe that she will raise her game on a team that's a championship pedigree. I believe that she has the ability to do that. Her defense, she may even find some defense somewhere that we didn't know.
I guess my thing is when your team had a chance to get to the playoffs, you didn't raise your game. I don't know that I want you in the trenches with me. If it's sometimes you, sometimes me. Either you a fucking hooper. Either you a hooper and you show up and hoop. Either you a hooper and you show up and hoop all the time, day in and day out, or you not.
Here's an example of that though. Della Don, she took the year off instead of playing with Washington. Right?
But the reason that Della Don took a year off was not just because it wasn't just because she didn't want to play. I know. There's a whole lot of other stuff that was going on in Washington that had to be dealt with that ended up with the general manager being gone, the coach being gone, and other stuff happening there. So Della Don wasn't just about basketball.
Mm-hmm.
But so I don't think she just set out because they wouldn't trade her. She set out to make a point. She set out so that they would be pushed to have to make a decision between doing the best things that they could do for their players or sticking with the front office that they had, and they had to make a move.
My point, though. Not all organizations are based the same. They're not.
We're talking about Las Vegas right now, though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, with Atlanta's not Las Vegas. Washington's not Las Vegas.
I just don't think. I don't think Ryan Howard is Las Vegas Aces material. I don't see that she fits.
She has a talent.
Everybody in the WNBA got a talent.
Not like Ryan Howard.
Tell me about your favorite Ryan Howard moment last year.
Let me see. What was the game that she had 29 against? Wasn't the Fever? Who was that? I have to look up the game. She had 29 against somebody, and it was exactly what we wanted her to do. That's what we thought she could do. See, shots in rhythm.
Might have been against Seattle.
Was it against Seattle?
The game they came back and won. I was mad. Remember? I think that might have been that game.
Ryan Howard has the skills to actually do the things that you need to do. You would be surprised, and I know, Cess. I know you want players on the team that have a strong constitution that can get through. When the
Asia. Here's the thing: it's not about me. Asia runs that team, which means she's going to run it like South Carolina, which means there's going to be a standard, which means there's going to be accountability, which means you're going to have to be responsible. Like it ain't me. You can look at the leader. Is she going to fall in line under that leader?
Hey, Cess, what about DeWanna Bonner?
I said Bonner earlier today.
Yeah.
She might be headed to the Aces.
Maybe.
She a free agent? That's a nice fit. That's a nice fit right there.
Not without her baby, she ain't.
Problem. I like DeWanna Bonner. I always like DeWanna Bonner.
That's a package deal. You remember in the playground when he was divvying up when we was going to play track football?
The way Alyssa Thomas talking at Unrivaled, they ain't necessarily no package deal.
No.
I think you know what, that might be the next move.
But as they were saying earlier today, them two as a package deal on a 1-year deal doesn't hurt Las Vegas. That helps. Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner. Yeah, they gonna have to come off the bench.
I don't care what.
But I would do that before I went and got. I would do that before I went and got Ryan Howard.
Well, yeah. I mean, how could you turn down that? That's packages. Packages.
Hey, Cess, do you think, and I'm not being funny when I say this, do you think the Aces go get Vandersloot again? I mean, you go get her. She a
I don't.
free
I hope
agent.
not. To me, my thing is ain't no sense going back. We spent the block on that. We left the block on that. There ain't no reason to make up with nobody. I don't even know why they thinking about bringing Hamby back. It wasn't like I can't remember the game last year where I was like, dang man, if we have vendor salute.
You think
I
that's
can't remember
true
that game.
about Hamby? You think that's true about Hamby? You think
What
that's
about
really
her?
true?
Do I
About
think
her
what's
going
true?
to the Aces?
They said TMZ said it. Just
Funny.
because a player gets cord doesn't mean that they can't get traded. KP was cord and got traded.
Yeah. Yeah, the players that got cord was
but no, I can't.
Mitchell, Kelsey
Here's
Mitchell.
the thing. I spent, as a Las Vegas Aces fan, I spent all last year watching Asia come out of games where she had been beat across her face, beating her body, worked her ass off, and we wasted a 1,000-point season. We wasted games where Asia went 25-10. She had, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games in a row at 25, right? So I don't want to see that no more. I'm over that part. So if it's not about putting people with Asia that's going to make it easier for her, like I told y'all, Asia was like the mother that came home and is like, y'all didn't even take the meat out. I mean, I cook dinner, take something out. She got to have some people that's going to take some stuff out. She got to have some people around her that's going to work as hard as she worked. Period. That's just that.
Man, I'm laughing at the chat jumped all over there.
But
they're like, no,
yeah.
too old.
Yeah, we don't want no
I'm
Vander
just
Sloot.
saying. I mean, old. I mean, Tina Charles is old too, but she's effective.
Well, that's a different position though, too.
I mean, I
Tina
get it.
Tina Charles.
The standard is so high, though.
Tina Charles is an ambassador of this game, an ambassador of this game.
Yeah,
she don't take plays off.
Yeah,
she don't care about telling you her secret because she's still gonna bust your ass. I taught you everything you know, not everything I know. You understand? I'm still gonna take you right down here in the post and put this work on you, and then tell you how to combat that.
So
yeah, but is she a part of a championship team? I mean, can she carry the weight of that though?
She doesn't have to. Nobody. Asia carries the weight. Asia carries the weight of the Las Vegas Aces. And if anybody else think they're gonna walk, if it, you ain't got to worry about. You don't carry the weight. You just tread water till I get back. God damn it! I don't need you to lift up nothing. Tread water.
You might see DeWanna Bonner and Deladon in Aces uniforms.
What?
They might get both of them. I'm for real.
I don't think Deladon, honestly, at this point in her career, I don't think Deladon's going to go too far away from her family. I don't think she would.
They might land on both of them.
I don't know. Well, we know her MO when it comes to family and where she goes and where she doesn't go.
Elena, you want to come play for a year?
Yeah.
You want to sign up for a year and see if you can make a run and get a ring before you set it down? I mean, that's pretty much where it's at. It ain't like nobody's gonna be signing Elena Deladon in no 3, 4, 5 year deal. I mean,
guys. You see how do you know the Liberty might go get her?
But MJ, I think that whole situation was more of a Washington thing. Like I think she'll travel wherever she's gonna get a chance to win another championship. I think it was just toxic when she was in Washington. That whole thing was just bad.
I just don't know.
You know how you get to be on vacation and you might work from home or something for a week. And that Monday that it's time for you to go back to the office. You can't wait to get away from your family. They done got on your nerves. You can't wait to get back by the water cooler at the office because they done got on your nerves. You thought you missed them till you was there with them all day. You hear what I'm saying? Elena Deladon been with her people for a year. She been at home for a year. That girl ready to go and slide out for a minute, couple months, May, June, July. I'll see y'all in a minute now to August, September, and then I'll be back. She had enough of home for right now. She all right. she all right.
I think she want to win another one. I think she want to get another championship.
Well, I think every once you get a taste of a championship, that's all you really play for.
Yeah,
point, right?
You have a chance to play with the best player out there too. Like, hey, I can just be me and get a. She said that what the fans do.
I have to go through her, the injuries that she's had. A lot of the lower leg injuries. I don't think she's going to be the same player. I mean, we don't really expect her to be championship Elena Deladon, but I mean, it's a long season. That's all I can really say. And she's had time off. She'll be able to get herself into shape midway through the season for sure. But it's still a long season, and it's a grind when it gets into the playoffs, right? So I mean, I hope for the best, but I just the last year that she played, was kind of shaky, but we kind of know why. But I don't know. We haven't seen her play in a long
Brittany
time.
said, what about Kennedy? Kennedy, I don't know about Natasha Howard. What about Kennedy Carter?
Nah, Kennedy's. They don't.
I don't think that you signed a Kennedy and then you bought Jewel in there. Who going to the bench? Who going to sit down?
Right, that's true.
Because whoever played the least defense got to go sit down.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
well, speaking of Kennedy, where does Kennedy end up? Where she end up?
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I think it takes a specific type of coach for Kennedy. So let's see. Some people were saying maybe Teaspoon ends up as an assistant someplace and Kennedy goes there. But other than that, Kennedy is gonna have to go to a veteran team, where the standard is already set and the program is already set. This is what we do here. She has to walk into that type of environment, not an environment where she's gonna come in and set the tone. It's that it won't work.
I agree with that.
We'll take her. The Liberty will take her.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on in and get a cool drink. We take her, especially if Vandersloot move on. Come on, Kennedy.
Yeah, I don't. For some reason, I don't see it. I don't see Anescu at Carter as a viable backcourt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I hear you.
I don't see it. I don't know. I mean, Kennedy has a skill set that says she can play anywhere.
It's gonna be interesting.
But it's a lot of it is being able to manage Kennedy.
Yeah. If Taurasi rides off into the sunset, she could be a Mercury.
Yeah, right.
You don't think so?
Who's in charge there? Who's the leader? What's the standard?
I don't know. I have no idea.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'd be Kennedy. It'd be Kennedy and Copper over there.
Copper, yeah.
Okay. That sound like don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
What?
You know what I mean? We just out here having a good time in Phoenix.
You're gonna go to the Toronto Tempo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Kennedy. I like Kennedy International. Kennedy already has a global brand. I like Kennedy International.
It may turn into the Houston Tempo in a couple of years, so just be ready for that.
But I don't know. Could you see Kennedy? Could you see Kennedy at the Vouch? I don't know. I don't know that they're established enough yet. I can see Ken bumping heads with Big Foe Senior. Yeah.
Hey, she won't be taking pictures with jeans.
No boy. What the hell?
You won't be taking pictures with jeans on. You can't take where her feet at.
Oh boy.
Everybody posing for the pictures.
Yeah.
Your team was back in action after we were here for the game together for the LSU SC. And then you guys had a game against Texas A&M. Thoughts on where you at, what you saw, how you feeling?
It was a bit sloppy, but what was interesting to me, I saw emphasis on defense that I would have loved to have seen against SC. I mean, I saw some. I mean, they was locking them down. I mean, it was an ugly game. I mean, at home. I mean, that should have been make a statement, blow them out. which is what I thought it would be, but it really wasn't the blowout that I was looking for. It's almost like the same old. I got to look at the box score on that because I was looking at the. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad they got the win, but it wasn't a dominant win like I thought it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It should have been a blowout.
Danae, why you say the Rose ain't gonna never win a game? They won one already, didn't they? Didn't they get one already?
I thought they did.
Yeah, I thought they had got one win. But they should have tried to get a listen today. I'm sorry. Yeah, they say LSU was tired. LSU was tired, Coach.
Coach, okay, Coach. Before you get into your thought, can you pass along a message to some of your LSU fan brethren, please? Can you please tell them to tell us about who LSU is worried about on their schedule first before they tell us who we should be worried about on our schedule, please? Just pass that along to them, we don't have to deal with a lot of
yeah. You just told them. You just told them.
you just told them. I don't have to, and they get mad at me and Cess and the rest of us for telling them this is the gauntlet that you guys all said we had to worry about. We're on game. It was five teams, top 20 in 16 days, and then we got one of the games delayed because one of Moki's jackets wasn't ready, and she wanted to go home.
Here you go.
Get it before we came over to LA. So we lost a day of rest and preparation for Tennessee, who is a formidable team, who has been on the cusp of winning big games, but have found a way to lose those games for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And now we can't get people to understand that our standard is not everybody else's standard. It's just not. And Don worked hard to actually make the standard the way it is. So for most of the people, like you yourself and other level-headed LSU fans, I don't get why everybody else is so worried about our standard. Like they were in the chat bad about us in the first quarter because we wasn't beating Tennessee by 20.
But it's like this. Like I said, when you at the top of the hill, you're going to get the most criticism. That comes with the territory. I mean, I think that's what that's about.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be coming from LSU fans, though. That's my point.
Why not?
Because your standard is supposed to be where our standard is, right?
Coach, you play King of the Mountain before as a kid?
Yeah.
When you on top of the mountain, if you knock everybody off, everybody that got knocked off got to shut the fuck up, don't they? You probably wouldn't say that, but they got to be quiet, don't they?
At least for a minute.
You get to make the rules
until you knock them off the mountain. You make the rules, right?
Yeah, you make
so
the rules.
So right now we king of the mountain. I don't know why everybody's still talking right now. Knock us off.
Yeah,
makes no sense.
So before I consult with my constituents with a little. Before I consult so now you asked me, Seth. So here's my problem, and I'm glad I looked at this. Samaya, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, they got one. Thank you, Buki. Okay, what you got?
Samaya, I don't know what's going on. You gave me 1 point in 22 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's not jiving for me. Now,
how many points did you expect?
More than one?
Okay.
I think she had 6 or 7 against SC? Something.
Okay.
And then Dave Wilson, 21 minutes, bagel.
Mm-hmm.
Jersey. You played 15 minutes. Guess how many points she had?
15.
One. So now you're being funny. 1. 1 point. So when I'm looking at, I'm like, look.
Just going back in here real quick.
For great things to come to LSU, I need my team. Certain players have to do better. It can't always fall on Flaw, who had 22, and Morrow, who had 19. Now, Kayla, you had 8. That's a pedestrian 8. I'm not. You exerted a whole lot of energy the other day. You know,
doing what?
Michaela,
Don't do that, Coach.
I said she
Don't
played hard. I said she played hard. I didn't say she got off. She was out there for a long time. She played a lot of minutes against SC.
There's a lot of people that's out there for a long time. That don't mean that you playing hard. You was out there for a long time.
Michaela played. She played tough that game. I was proud of Michaela in that game.
Michaela crashed out. You don't remember the tantrum she threw? Coach, you don't remember this? You don't remember this? You don't remember all that she did? You don't remember?
That was passion.
Oh man, you don't remember that stomping her feet when that girl blocked her shot? All that she did, you don't remember?
That's passion.
We gotta watch the game again, Coach. We gotta watch the game again, Coach. She crashed out. Okay, passion. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then I mean that's really it. I mean Gilbert has 6. I mean she only played 18 minutes. I don't know, like even with the rotations, like I don't know, man. I don't know. I just need to see more. I mean, I know it was a one-day layover, but I just need to see more 1-point bagels. That's not going to get it. And it just looked, it's like everybody gives.
All I know, Coach, and some of the people in the chat.
Shante Michelle, I'm so glad you showed up. I've been looking for you, big nigga. Where you been at? Hit me up. Fams, hit me up. Go ahead.
Yeah, bring mine.
Hey, all I know, Coach, is that we held Tennessee about 30 points under their average in back-to-back games. Gotta put some respect on that.
That was a great basketball game. It was a great basketball game.
I'm just saying.
Great defensive struggle basketball game. It was a March Madness game.
Okay, yeah, Pimp, holla at me.
But they say we don't have defense either because we lost I don't know. Just trying to figure out. They telling us what we don't have, but our only loss came to UCLA.
Look, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna take my leave. Look. To me, a lot of the criticism is really people being envious and wanting to be, it's like you got to find something to say. That's how I see a lot of that. I don't agree with it, but that's just what it is. When you the best team, you get all types of criticism that nobody else get. I told y'all 3 weeks ago, Cess, when I said y'all. When y'all beat somebody by 30 points, the ticker on the bottom
don't have to find a lot.
SC was down by 8 in the first quarter. I was like, wow. I said that was the running ticker. So that's what it is. Y'all gonna get that hate.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
Yeah.
Now, see, here's the thing. To me, hate and disrespect are different.
This is the thing. I didn't get that. I don't get that though.
But hate and disrespect are different.
Well,
disrespect when you showing somebody else team or featuring somebody else, interviewing somebody, and the team is on playing. That's disrespect. Hate is when it's like,
you mean hold on, Coach. You mean when we're in the middle of playing y'all and they actually do the halftime show, they do an interview with Betts?
Oh yeah, that was all over our chat. You saw that?
You mean to tell me that they couldn't find another time to interview her instead at halftime of our game when they ain't playing?
That's what I say. There's a line between disrespect and hate.
All right.
To me, the hate is coming from a place of, I want to be in that category. Just my thoughts.
But according to some of the LSU fans, they say they are in that category and they've been in that category. Even when they're playing Northwest Louisiana State, Tech, A&M 12 times in the first part of the season.
Championship. Got a championship. But it's not a rivalry. I've said that before. It's not a rivalry until you get at least 60-40 in the games.
But it's a rivalry because
are you talking about in the head-to-head matchup?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said it's not a rivalry. I said
the head-to-head matchup. Y'all winning the head-to-head matchup by one. I heard it all week, but we winning the head-to-head matchup 22-20. Remember in 1937 when y'all had came and we had beat y'all 6. All that. I want to hear that. I want to hear that.
That
rivalry,
just popped up
this is what the rivalry would be.
Oh, because keep put out a list that showed all of the times we won before. Then they went to adding to that. We ain't got time. We ain't got time. Come on, man. Listen, it's personal and there's history there, but it ain't no rival. There ain't no rivalry.
Yeah, it's not a rivalry.
Even though Big Drip was like it's a rivalry, she was being nice. It's not a rivalry.
She only called it a rivalry is because it's must-see TV. Like it is must-see TV whenever we meet up.
It's the same conference. It's a huge following for both.
And it's an important game. Every time it's an important game.
When you use the word rivalry, there has to be like some moxie behind that. There has to be like, yeah, we beat y'all last year, or we beat y'all in the tournament. You know what I'm saying? We beat y'all in one of the SEC championships, something like that. That's
for the fans.
They got to be more than once. Rivalries are built off of chapters of games that was good. Like
that's for the fans, though.
Hey, they haven't beat us in the cut the cord era, bro. They have not beat us in the streaming era, bro, at all. The last time they beat us, they was on cable. You hear me? Everybody was on cable. Last time they beat us, they ain't beat us in. Hey, come on, man.
Like I said, I'm what you call me, MJ, the level-headed, reasonable LSU fan. I'm still LSU all day, but I'm also realistic. And I don't, fall for the banana in the tailpipe. I'm just not going to do that because I don't want to fall. I'd rather be labeled as an op.
You're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
I'm not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. But look, I'd rather be like Darnell say, an op or a hater than disrespectful. You see what I'm saying? I'll jump on a hater all day. Whatever. I'll jump on op all day, but I'm not going to disrespect the program that's good. That's just not what I do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
My thing is I try not to bring up any of the shortcomings of LSU because there hasn't been a whole lot of shortcoming in the past 3 to 4 years. I mean, there's been growth with the LSU program since Smokey has got on board. I mean, there's no denying that. Now, the only thing that I would say that may be disrespectful, and I'll say it now because I said it before and I stand on business. You cannot discount the fact that it was probably one of the worst things to happen with the LSU schedule is having LSU win the title a few years ago. And the reason I say that is because now Moki is going to stick with that same pattern that needs to change. You cannot continue to have these cupcake schedules and get in the conference play and have to readjust, even though your team has confidence, because you're going to run into good teams where you're going to have to learn to beat the good teams, not just have a last second left hand drive against Washington, or be up against the brink against Stanford, or be down to Tennessee late in the game. You can't do that and think that you're going to be in the running in the title game playing for a national championship with that.
You can't say winning the championship is the worst thing that could have happened. I ain't gonna let you do that.
So in the sense of this, playing a tougher non-conference schedule may have had you more prepared for what you experienced this weekend. Moki though is gonna be like, I ain't changing my non-conference. I ran that shit and won a chip. What I'm changing,
right?
for.
Exactly.
Now, I thought Political Lil shed a light on that and said that it wasn't her that picked
some of them, not all of them.
Oh, okay, some of them.
It's some that's like, hey, you got to keep some of the money in the state.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, and I understand that part.
SC had cupcakes on our schedule too. Coppin State. You know what I mean? We had some. It's preseason.
But that's who would play us, though. We wanted better teams.
Exactly.
To play
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, you don't just get all cupcakes. You got to put some cookies with that and some.
I agree.
You got to have some healthy stuff around there too. Yeah, steak, potato, some kind of salad or something.
When Simone takes the helm, she's gonna be playing in all types.
I don't think that Simone is gonna make it to take the helm there. Somebody's gonna nab. Moki's not ready to leave yet.
Somebody gonna pick her up.
Don just went 5 more years for $4 million a year, $25 million. Kim's gonna stick around, I think. And I think somebody's gonna nab Coach money before Kim gets ready to go. I know you got ready. I know you got to get ready to get out of here. We're gonna get ready to wrap this up. MJ,
I got
Coach,
a quick question for Coach before he goes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta do it just because the LSU fans are irritating me. Coach, why did LSU have their first 12 or 13 games at home?
To build confidence. They wanted to build confidence. They wanted to say, "Hey, we undefeated. We about to go out here. We 12-0." I'm gonna
tell you this. It gave a false sense of confidence, and the only reason I say this season it gave a false sense of confidence because your most important games are not going to be at your crib this year. They're going to be on the road. You have to come to CLA. You know, every place that you're going to have to go that people came to that first year y'all won. Now y'all got to go on the road, and so I think in some more hostile environments may have had them more prepared. But it's hard to get ready for 18,000 in a sandstorm because it's just different in the CLA.
Looking at their team though. Again, I think I said this before the game last week. I didn't agree with it, but I really think she was trying to get the new team. She was trying to get them up. I really think that's the reason why.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing that I'm going to throw out there. I can see that next season when you are the number one recruiting class and you got all them freshmen coming in. Let's build some confidence, have you around here. But you brought in people out the portal. You brought in people that had played at CLA before. You brought in people that we've seen on other teams. So with them coming out of the portal and not being like babies and new to college basketball, to me, you should have been able to take them on the road a little bit more than what she did. But I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, and then I mean you make a good point. Next year is going to be intriguing with all of those recruits. I am so intrigued to see how this is going to play out. Is anybody going to say
Ro, you got your man X-Man in here? He's a LSU fan. You see what he just said? This is what I'm talking about, Coach Ro. It's exactly what I'm talking about. No responsibility, no real context, no real substance to the statements that he said this about 12 times in the last week. He said the same thing about 12 times in the last week. Whose fault is that, X-Men? Is it South Carolina's fault? Whose fault is that?
Well,
you got seven McDonald's All-Americans on
you
your team.
You being nice. See, you being nice, Jay, and I don't know why you be nice to that. I don't know why you be nice to that. This simple motherfucker was in the chat talking that bullshit the last time. Now you talking about if we had a bench, that was the same fucking team that you was talking about was gonna win when they didn't have no fucking bench last week.
Exactly.
You been in here talking shit, and now you back with all the fucking excuses. Miss us with that bullshit. All that mouth you got, you ain't got shit to back it up with. You just in here fucking typing. I keep telling you, go fight. You need all that good advice y'all got for us. Go tell fucking LSU, ain't that your team? You didn't have a bitch when you was in this motherfucker talking last week. And you ain't gonna have a bitch when y'all see us next month. But you still fucking talking. What? And that's why motherfuckers lose respect for you. That's how motherfuckers lose respect for you. If it would be different if you could walk in here and be like, you know what? We really don't got it this year. Because y'all didn't. And I told you that shit from the beginning. But you came in here like I was lying. You came in here like, LSU gonna have a fucking chance. You didn't have a fucking chance when you started this bitch. I told y'all that shit. Too many of y'all players start with 5 in they height, and none of y'all didn't have the athleticism and the dog that we had on our team. Too deep. I told y'all that. But you still fucking talking. Blah, blah, blah. Us, man, fuck you. Close it out, y'all. Let's go.
My anger translator has spoken.
So,
yeah.
Lots of. No, I mean, I guess I'm keeping my eye on any of these moves in WNBA. I'm gonna keep a real good eye on that. I gotta look up.
Tell your mama to be thankful about the bench, bitch. Let's go.
I gotta. I'm gonna be looking at some of these transactions. I didn't get a chance to look at which games we got coming on this week. I think it's a quadruple header this weekend, right? Everybody playing Sunday. Is that Sunday?
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, everybody playing Sunday. Yeah. So other than that, hey, holla at your boy, Coach Ro and Cess Show.
They say Coach Ro.
They say Coach Ro don't be on the live.
I don't be on the live. I'll be up in here popping.
You know what I mean? And with that, y'all, we get ready to get on out of here. It's been real, Coach Ro, MJ Lover 23. Y'all know what it is. Run them likes up. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon.